Namaste. My name is Catherine, and the information you provided will be used to send your customized free reading by this time tomorrow. And you'll have the chance to discover what the stars truly have in store for you. And while I don't yet know exactly what your reading is going to reveal, I can tell you that I suspect it's going to deliver a truth that you've been seeking. See, the mere fact that you requested this reading tells me that you're already beginning to feel a shift from within. In fact, it's this shift that brought you here today. Typically, this shift will feel like a restlessness that you just can't shake, an impending sensation that something's coming, or that you should be doing something specific. You're just not quite sure what it is. Now, you're feeling this restlessness because you're moving in a new direction in your life. Maybe you have a problem that you haven't been able to solve, or you're feeling a general sense of discontent with certain aspects of your life. Whatever the original cause might have been, you've been searching for answers, and it's that search that caused you and I to cross paths, which makes this a very exciting time in your life. Now, if you haven't heard of Astrology Answers before, you might be wondering why we're offering these readings today. To answer that question, I want to explain how it is that I do what I do. You see, I have been a full-time astrologer since 1985. I was president of the Copenhagen Astrology Association from 1986 to 1993. I was editor of the Astrological Association of Great Britain Journal from 1998 to 2001, and have been a speaker at the renowned United Astrology Congress in the USA on every occasion since 1995, the latest being New Orleans in 2012. I have been invited to speak at conferences in the US, England, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Holland, Australia, and New Zealand. I believe astrology is a superior tool for understanding the individual and the world. I combine my knowledge of astrology with the practice of Buddhism to find answers about how your astral alignments will potentially play out in your future, and also see how the movement of the planets will affect your personal desires and needs. These gifts enable me to apply intuition to my knowledge of the stars and planets, giving you a much deeper and more comprehensive reading than you typically expect to receive. Now, obviously, I could charge a reasonable sum of money for such insights, and in fact, I do. I have clients all over the globe, some of which you might even know yourself. These clients have found that having direct access to my insights enables them to take advantage of opportunities that they might have otherwise missed, and also prepare for and even avoid obstacles that will soon cross their path. And because they find this guidance to be essential to their success, they are happy to pay me for my services, and I live quite comfortably as a result. But these gifts weren't meant to be shared with only those who can afford to pay my private consulting rates. In fact, quite the opposite. I have been blessed with these gifts so that I might help others discover their own true potential, regardless of their current financial situation. And that means that if I want to maintain balance in my own life, I must reach out to those who are most in need of my services. People just like you, who possess amazing potential, but haven't yet discovered how to make their deepest desires come true. For this reason, I have enlisted the help of modern technology to be able to provide personalized, in-depth astrology readings at a much reduced cost than it typically would amount to in person. This allows me to connect with a variety of people around the globe and allows you to have direct access to me and my gifts when you need them the most. Now, it's that last point that I'd like you to focus on. You see, the universe is very adept at ensuring that you only find the answers that you need when you're ready to receive them. And you tell the universe that you're ready by opening yourself up to new ideas and seeking out new solutions to your problems. In other words, dear one, you would not have come to me right here, right now, were you not truly ready for something bigger and more powerful than what you've experienced in the past. That makes meetings such as these very exciting indeed. That makes my guidance all the more important at this particular time in your life. So, as you are watching this video, The universe is tuning in to your desire to find real, usable answers to your most urgent questions about money, love, and even luck. And it is responding by presenting you with a golden opportunity to accept those answers into your life through the ancient art of astrology. The planets, for example, give some very keen insight to what energies are influencing you at this very moment. And because each planet possesses its own unique energy signature and rules different aspects of your life, understanding these influences is an important part of performing an intuitive astrology reading. But there are also other aspects that are taken into account. The greatest wish you chose when you requested this reading, for example, tells us where your focus lies at this moment in time. Someone seeking more money, for instance, will have a much different focus and thus a much different response to the energies at play than would, say, someone who's struggling with a romantic relationship. Once all the energies and aspects that are in play have been explored, I will be able to provide you with perhaps the most in-depth reading you have ever received in your lifetime. What's amazing about this process, however, is the incredible precision with which it works. My clients have told me how I've opened their eyes to an aspect that they were subconsciously ignoring. I've heard how my readings have enabled them to deal with a specific situation, even though I knew nothing of the intricate details that surrounded this particular challenge. And I've been told countless times how my readings have enabled them to achieve their deepest and most innate desires. You can imagine how excited I get when I receive this kind of feedback. It's rewarding to know that my gifts have brought happiness and peace to those around me. And it's this same insight and guidance that I will be sharing with you. Now, this short introductory video is almost over, so let's talk very quickly about what you can expect. If there is a piece of important advice to give you, I will give it. If there is a person of interest or an encounter on your horizon, I'll tell you about that too. And if there is any significant event that is about to appear in your life, I'll make you aware of that as well. I only ask that you take my advice to heart and do not squander the opportunities that cross your path. All too often, I see people requesting an urgent reading and then dismiss the findings, no matter how truthful they might be, because they simply can't believe that something like astrology could hold real answers for them. But remember, dear one, astrology has been around for thousands of years. It was, for all intents and purposes, the one true science common to every ancient civilization known to man. Great scholars relied on astrology to help them predict everything from the weather to the health of their crops, and even to this day, we rely on the phases of the moon to tell us when to plant and when to harvest. Now, I know that you can feel the change that's taking place right now. We are experiencing a great shift in our consciousness, and it's extremely important that you stay tuned to the energies of this shift, no matter what challenges they may bring. All that you are, all that you want, and all that you can be await you. The only question is, are you ready to discover the happiness and abundance you seek? By this time tomorrow, you will receive the free reading that you requested to the email which you provided. It will cover aspects of your life such as love, emotions, social life, and even luck. And if there is anything of significant note coming into your near future, I'll be sure to make you aware of that too. Now, check your email for the welcome email that has been sent to you. And be sure to follow the instructions below to ensure that the important email containing your free reading reaches your inbox by this time tomorrow. Best of luck. I'll see you on the other side.